again. I'm trying. I keep trying this and it keeps not working. So, America, we need to talk. We need to talk immediately. For those of you that don't know, my name is Poppy Fields and I'm a comedian. You know, for Trump to be talking about all the foreigners or drug dealers, why did he let out the world's biggest drug dealer? He gave a pardon to the man who ran Silk fucking Road. Yeah. I mean, I can't understand that. He's like, oh, we have all these migrants bringing all these drugs in. No, they're not. The drugs come in transporter pills from China up people's butts. Or maybe like one Vicodin, like the ones that Prince took. Prince died taking 15 Vicodins that came from China that were fake. They were actually 500 and 600 milligrams of fentanyl, and that's why he died. Had he taken one, Prince would have still died. He took transporter pills. That's not Mexican. That's Chinese. And they bring them into this country a little bit at a time. They're super packed. They're like, they look this small, but you can make like 2 pounds of drugs out of that shit. So let's stop with the bullshit. They're all trying to kidnap these poor people so they can put them in these private jails and profit off of them. And now they're taking away the insulin. They're taking away our rights as blacks, as Hispanics, as Asians, as gays, as lesbians. What the fuck else do we need to know? This is a dangerous situation. And people, you can do the la 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 and say, I don't want to watch the news. I don't want to know what's happening. Did you know that the Civil Rights Act was canceled? Did you know that he canceled it? All the black people that marched, all the people that died for that, the rights of non-whites in this country, he canceled it. He canceled it. Did you know? I bet you didn't know. Well, now you know. And Martin Luther King Day canceled. And also canceled federally. So I guess what is he going to deport all of us black people? I guess he figures we need to go back to Africa. Think about that for a second. You know, Donald Trump and his family, they hid their actual heritage. Don't know if you guys know that. Trump is actually German. His family decided that in the 40s that it would be unpopular for them to try to live in America, or basically anywhere, having a German heritage. So they decided to be Swedish. Yeah. When they first moved to Canada, they told everybody they were Swedish, but they're actually German. Trump's real name is Drumpf, D-R-U-M-F. He's a German. And Elon Musk has Nazi elders in his family. So people, wake up, perk up. Do not put your fingers in your ears and go, la, la, la. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk to as many people as you can. We are in danger in this country. We might turn out with nothing. Total recall. Having to pay somebody for oxygen. Eyeballs popping out. No water. No eggs. And anybody, if you want to know how to store eggs, you can buy multiple dozens of eggs and you can store them in dry lye. I mean, not wet. You know, you can store eggs in a cool, dry environment like a bucket in lye. You can store eggs and they'll stay for a while. You can also store fruit and stuff like that. You can freeze grapes. You can freeze avocados if you, take the seed out and take the skin off and cut them up. You can store them in olive oil or avocado oil, and you can either store and make sure you put salt and a garlic or something, and then put them in a jar, put them in the refrigerator, or you can freeze them that way. There's lots of ways to store food. Everybody needs to buy a freezer. Please, everybody, be vigilant. Protect the weak. Protect the people that can't speak English. Help your friends. You have to help each other. We cannot be, sticking our heads in the sand and acting like it's all going to go away in 4 years. My mom is 83. I don't know if I'm going to have her in 4 years. We don't need to be waiting for 4 years. We need to try to figure out how to change this government immediately. This has to be stopped. Women's rights, well, no more abortion for you. And then Donald Trump has the nerve to say, oh, invest in diapers. There's going to be babies everywhere. J.D. Vance says, I want a lot more babies in America. Well, they're dropping them off. They're dropping them off in the fire station, the police station, all over the place. Babies are being dropped off. Is J.D. Vance opening a nursery? Or is Donald Trump opening a diaper factory? I'm not sure, but these are children. These are human beings. They're not just ornaments, you know. And I have to say, a lot of people are calling me, but I have to finish. But people, please read the real news. You can't listen to CNN anymore. I mean, when people see somebody doing a Heil Hitler, and then they say he had an awkward gesture just because he has autism. He didn't do it once, guys. He did it twice. He did it in the front, and then he turned around and did it in the back for the back of the crowd to make sure that they saw. Okay? That was not a mistake. So, people, please, let's stick together. Let's understand and appreciate each other's humanity and love each other and realize that we must be strong and we must protect the weak and the victimized. This is a money grab. This is not about immigration. This is not about anything. And not having migrants, you know how many crops are going to go rotten? You know how many crops are, you know how much a blueberry is going to cost now? It's going to be outrageous. And chicken, who's going to clean the chickens? Who's going to clean the cows? Who's going to clean the pigs? These people are not showing up for work. They didn't show up for work yesterday, the day before. And the prices already went up. I was at the grocery store last night. And it's not because of Joe Biden. It's because the migrants don't feel safe at work. And they're not going to work anymore. So if you know anybody that's not a citizen. Oh, and also, what is this shit? $750 bounty? I saw some really classy black lady yesterday talking about she was going to call up the government and report all the day laborers that hang out at the gas station. You know what? Whatever, bitch. Because, first they came for the Mexicans and then they came for the blacks and now they came for you. Just remember that if you get that money from the government for reporting a bounty, they have your name. And they probably want that money back. So they might just take you to the private jail in the middle of Arkansas where nobody knows where you went. Don't be a pig. You can make $750 doing something else other than reporting the person that works at the bodega. All right, that's it. I'm Poppy Fields. I hope that you guys got something out of this. If you didn't, that's fine too, but I'm going to keep talking about this because it's wrong. It's wrong that people can profit off of stealing people off the street through bounty and private jails. It isn't about crimes against Americans. I mean, obviously, if Donald Trump freed the man that was running Silk Road, it's not about drugs. And it's not about police protection if he let out all the people that beat the shit out of the cops. I mean, what is it about? It's about money all the time. We have an amoral man running this government, and all he cares about is money. He would sell his ex-wife's dead bones for profit if he could, and I wouldn't be surprised if he did. All right, thank you. I'm Poppy Fields. I'm so glad for any of you that watched. Thank you so much. And I don't know how to get off here.